Thanks to me and my good friend BMTV, you all know that you're looking at the Hyundai i30N. But one thing neither of us have ever mentioned is that the Hyundai i30N has an older brother. Welcome to the Kona N. Now, what's the first thing you think about when you think of an i30N? As you're thinking about it, I'll show you. Yes, it's the pops and bangs. So I had a question. Is the Kona N exactly like the i30N? Because if you didn't know, they're essentially the same car, just that the other one is a little bit taller, He likes to pretend he's an SUV. I'll explain why I said that a bit later. They are so similar, in fact, that even when it comes to pricing, they're exactly the same. With that said, let's get to our cost of ownership, which is powered by Hippo. Both the i30N and the Kona N will cost you 848,900 Rand. That's around 16,158 Rand per month. But between you and me, you don't really have to buy those cars at that price. I'll explain why later. A full tank will cost you around 1,070 Rand, and using Hippo, I compared up to 12 different quotes, and the lowest one I got was around 2,200 Rand. Put all those numbers together and you get a total cost of ownership of 19,428 Rand. With that said, if you'd like to get insurance for your vehicle and you'd like to compare different quotes, be sure to check out Hippo. I'll leave a link to their website in the description and pin a comment in the comments below. And now that you know how much it costs, we can properly start the video. I was thinking of starting with the drive, but nah, let's listen to the exhaust first. So as you just heard, the Kona N also has the pops. But are they as loud as the ones you get in the i30N? To answer your question, allow me to borrow a scene from Mr. How Much Plus. That's the one. But Hyundai cooked, man. They can say what they want, but Hyundai was in their bag. Here. Now, which of the two cars is louder is up to you. But to defend the Kona N, the i30N is just a noise violation. I don't know how they got away with that exhaust, but I am not complaining. With that said, the Kona N is still relatively louder than anything else you'll get from any other brand. This is louder than a GTI. It is louder than even a Golf R with Accra, unless you put a downpipe. Now, in terms of the performance, you get the same 2-liter turbo petrol engine. It's a 4-cylinder. It produces 206 kilowatts and 392 Newton meters of torque, and the engine is paired with an 8-speed DCT. It has a top speed of 240 kilometers per hour, although I always say, what are you doing at 240? And will do 0 to 100 in a claimed 5.5 seconds. Now, with regards to your fuel consumption, the claim is around 8.9 liters to the 100, which you might get if you drive very nicely in eco mode. But if you're anything like me, I'm usually averaging around 12 liters to the 100. Anyway, let's jump into the inside of the Kona N. As you can see, it's slightly different from what you get in the i30N. Even on the steering wheel, this one has a proper red button to activate your NGS. And if you don't know what NGS is, it's basically an overboost feature that gives you maximum power for 20 seconds. Now, stepping back into the inside, the infotainment screen in the Kona N is slightly different from the one you get in the i30N. As you are currently seeing, there's plenty of customization available to your drive, and you also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Just below it are your air vents, and you have a separate screen for your air conditioning. Proper knobs, proper stuff. That's how it should be done. You also get wireless charging, and you get heated front seats and a heated steering wheel. To help you when you are reversing in and out of places, well, you get a reversing camera and front and rear parking sensors as well. Now, different to the i30N, here you have a digital instrument display. Personally, I prefer the analog dials in the i30N. These are your seats, and as you can see, they are covered in leather. You also get a sunroof. It's not panoramic, but I appreciate the thought. Now, if you're looking at the Kona N and thinking it's more practical than the i30N, well, you'll be very disappointed, because much like you get in the VW Golf and the T-Roc, there isn't much difference. It's tight back there. There isn't much space, so keep that in mind. You also get a USB port. You have a center armrest with a slot for 2 cups, and that is it for your back seats. Let's take a quick look at the boot. It's a similar story here. Now, you're obviously expecting the Kona N to have the bigger boot, but that is not the case. The boot in the i30N is slightly bigger. Now, in case of an emergency, you get a spare wheel, and the whole point of this video has been to show you that you should much rather just buy an i30N. But one thing I do like about the Kona N is that spoiler. That looks proper. What I don't like about the Kona N are the looks. Now, looks are subjective, but nah, man. Nah. Especially at the back. There's too many lights going on there. I don't even know which ones to look at. The indicate. There's just so much going on. Yeah, no, the Kona N is not pretty, guys. I don't want to lie. But you can learn to love it. The looks can grow on you, but it is not the most appealing car on the road. But please let me know what you think of the design of the Kona N. But while you think about it, if you still haven't liked this video, please like. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. We are still on the road to 200,000 subs. So please share this video on your WhatsApp status, on your Instagram stories, on your Twitter. Let them know there's a Mr. How Much on YouTube. Now, let's quickly talk about some driver assistance features. Now, for the long driving in traffic, you get adaptive cruise control. You have blind spot monitoring and blind spot collision avoidance assist. So it will help you avoid a collision on your blind spot. You have avoidance assist. You have front collision avoidance assist. You also have lane follow assist and lane departure warning. And in addition to this, you also get 6 airbags. One of the things that make the Kona N so appealing is the fact that there are no optional extras. You buy the car as it is. And as I mentioned earlier, I told you what the price was, and I said there's really no need to buy it at that price, because with these cars, they depreciate very quickly and very hard. So I always say, just go for a demo. And even if you buy a brand new one, every now and then, Hyundai has some special offers. There was a time they were giving 100,000 Rand off the Kona N. I'm not sure if that special is still running, but there's always a special here and there. But that also depends on whether or not you can actually find a brand new Kona N or a brand new i30N. There are not a lot left. I don't know if Hyundai is going to bring in more stock. I highly doubt it. This might be the end. I don't know. But by all accounts, it seems like they are just selling off the remaining stock. With the i30N though, there's a little bit of hope. That is if they decide to bring the facelifted i30N. You never really know with Hyundai. They never showed that car any form of love. So even that's not promising. So if you're interested in these N models, now is the time to get one. You'll decide. But let me know in the comments, for the same price, would you rather have an i30N or would you rather have the Kona N? Please let me know in the comments below. And before I end this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to Hyundai East Rand. Fun fact, I did my first Hyundai i30N review over there. This time I was assisted by Usandile. So if you're interested in a Hyundai, go check them out. But from me to you, thank you so much for watching. And yes, I know this is not the Hyundai you were expecting today, but the i30N update will come. I'm just sorting out a few logistical issues, but as soon as they are done, I'll post it. With that said, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.